Solemn judgment. That's true. Nah, it's true. It's true. That's why it's funny.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with
That's what I'm
ourselves. A
saying,
steady
man.
rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hold on, didn't I win? I am playing the game. Yeah.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
It's
and no
a
return
Q.
on this one as the fair catch is
weird nigga.
7-4 and taken.
I'm following you, so whatever you want about following you.
Yeah.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, Howell to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Howell down to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And will be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Now the 3rd-year man, Najee Harris. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
The Eagles at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right? Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They're like little century guns when you throw down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
One shot.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Evans. Now a first down carry for Harris. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you look at this defense,
they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Najee Harris with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And here on 3rd down, your #1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell, and that'll be off the mark too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
Oh, what the fuck?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And once more, Howe back to the air. And that is incomplete.
Well, get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Returnable now for Allen. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. Well, that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Howell. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Howell looking to throw again. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Howell in the QB sneak, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Sam Howell, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
10-7.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Hell, you stink.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. In motion right, Watkins. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. They'll run again with Harris. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
What about the try? A 62-yard field goal.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
20! And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed him. And he caught it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Hurts. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll throw now on the final play. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break.
Both these teams get a chance to try out. Maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. On first down, Hurts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, this is Harris. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
This is brought in at the 21. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go play action. Howell. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And
Howell loses it.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Well, Howell's going to mix it up here.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They're going to motion Dotson to the left. Third and long, here's Howell.
And that would be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And some space here. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
How much was it?
150. Oh, no, I bought the 20% of it.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now they go play action with Howell. He completes this to Corey Turner. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Like when you all went to Miami last year, I knew about that.
First down, Howell to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. And Howell will throw it. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun on third down, Howell. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance. Wide right. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
63.
Throwing is Hurts. McKinnon here, it's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's playing mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Chase Young. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off.
That shit wild.
So they gave up the completion.
Trying to do a screen.
I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a good
Aaron Rodgers is like he on crack.
And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders have taken a fourth-quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Howell throwing for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that one will bounce.
Bro, I think I hit up Adrian. Like the last 3 times I hit up Adrian, he's like,
at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive. It's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Sam Howell.
Possibly a turning point.
How do you do that knee pass and shit?
This is 3rd and long. Howell from the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down.
My boy missing all these wide open passes.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. Sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Sly able to put this one through. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
I need to get burnt like this. Playing overtime. Bro, I got 40 seconds left in the game. I'm not paying attention.
He's back to throw.
Oh, this is wide open.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard.
If Goddard doesn't miss 5 games last year, there's a good chance he gets Philly a 3rd 1,000-yard receiver. Just getting better and better, now entering his 6th season.
Back to throw.
Bro, I knew he
Flags, it's a touchdown, and now a 2-point conversion, and we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Hurts will throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders, and they are going to win this football game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.